Well, we've made it to April, and as usual, we're in abundance now as we clear a lot of the winter crops and hope, fingers crossed, that all the spring crops arrive in time. So I'll just quickly run you through what we've got and what the sort of prospects are for the rest of spring. So we've got stacks of kale. So these are all kale boxes here. And we've got all these lovely blown sprouts and all these lovely real sprouts. I really love blown sprouts, so I'm not complaining about those. We've got florets off the purple sprouting broccoli, florets off the colettes actually, and colette leaves there, and purple sprouting broccoli, loads and loads of that. So we should have purple sprouting broccoli and colettes for another sort of 2 or 3 weeks, I should think, something like that. And then I really need to get it cleared because I've got to get a lot of beetroot planted and things. Potatoes, these are all the last year's potatoes. These are the later planted ones, and these are in quite a lot nicer condition. They are starting to sprout now, of course, but I think they'll still be quite edible until, well, at least for another 2 weeks. And by then, hopefully, our earlies should be ready. So we've got the first asparagus, loads and loads actually of really lovely leeks, and loads more to come. So we've got at least 3-4 weeks worth of leeks. Then we switch over to the elephant garlic stems, which make a nice leek alternative. Loads of bags of spinach, loads of boxes of spinach, chard, salad onions, yacon, beetroot from the store, although we've still got some beetroot in the ground in the kitchen garden. Garlic from the store. The green garlic is maybe 2 weeks off. This garlic's reasonable now, but it's not fantastic. So I'll be really pleased to switch over to green garlic. These are the onions. They're actually reasonable, even though they are starting to sprout, a few of them. Obviously, we're always picking the ones that are sprouting to use those first. We've probably got, well, we've got months worth of onions in the store. They're not too bad. And we've got salad rocket, crown prince. We've got actually loads of salad rocket and more on the way, loads of successions. Yeah, crown prince, probably enough, well, enough until we have courgettes, basically. And we should have courgettes in, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks' time, something like that. I've started to pick more carrots than I need for a week. So we generally would need about that many carrots for a week, so I'm picking twice as many. Next week I'll probably pick most of them, to be honest, and I'll just stick them in the fridge, because there is a risk now that they will start to go to seed. They're looking a bit rough, but I mean, they're just dry really. I've just cleaned those up, which are the salad carrots, and you can see they're looking much nicer. And salad spinach, absolutely, this is gorgeous. I always save the smaller leaved spinaches for the salads, and the leaves are just so thick now and so crunchy. Can you hear that cracking? Absolutely great. I'll put that in the cooking spinach box now. Tatsoi, really nice. You've got to keep on top of the tatsoi though, because it does go to seed at this time of year, so you know, quite quickly the leaves sort of go dusty, and as soon as that happens, they lose their fresh eating quality. They might still be okay for cooking, but we prefer it in the salads anyway. So I tend to have a few successions. I've got 3 successions on the go at the moment. This is just finishing, and then obviously the next succession will be ready next week, and then the next succession a couple of weeks after that. Loads of lovely radishes and turnips and a few beetroot in there. Yeah, looking great. And oh yeah, just a few baby beetroot and chard leaves there, just to go in the salad mixes. And yeah, and the salad bases. And I've added Claytonia in here. Just look at these Claytonia leaves. This is the last pick actually of the Claytonia, sadly. I'm going to take it out now because I've got other things to plant. and it drops a huge amount of seed. It doesn't look like it with that little tiny flower there. I don't know whether I can get it to focus, I can't. But it does, and so you end up sort of weeding Claytonia out all the time if you don't take it out quickly enough. I've probably left it too long, to be honest, but it's just such a nice crop. So yeah, that is it. It's about average, I think, for early April. It gets better from here, obviously, because we start adding fruits in pretty soon, you know, early tomatoes and cucumbers and courgettes and all of that. But yeah, I mean, for early April, it's pretty good. Quite happy. My name's Steve, and I'll see you soon.